Bingo. All right. Hey.
Hello.
Hey. All right.
Hey now, the world is over.
Pretty much. I mean, government control. And welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I am Martelle, and with me is Randy.
You almost said it.
I did. And
So I gambled a few days ago and almost lost, ending a streak that I've held for, I'm going to guess, about 35 years.
oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was sitting at my desk. I got into the whole crypto, low-key like we talked about, got into some stock stuff.
Yeah.
And I've never done any like sports betting or anything because I'm like, that you can never predict sports.
Right.
No matter how much of a sure thing it seems, you can't. So
Right.
I'm sitting there watching a football game, and I had told some friends of mine, some of you might know, that I had never, in my memory, as a child until now, gambled on a fart and lost. I have never sharted myself, nor shat myself.
I have done that almost numerous times in the same day.
They all called BS. They said there's no way. I said, I swear, I know whether I am going to crap myself or not. So I just, obviously I choose not to.
Yeah. Well, as most people do. I mean,
Right.
they choose not to, but sometimes you don't have a choice in that matter.
Right, absolutely. And I felt a little something. I'm downstairs by myself, so I leaned to the side a little and let one rip and quite quickly realized there's something coming behind that if you don't stop right now.
Yeah, you stop pushing.
So luckily I did not gamble. I just held it in and went and handled my business. But I was scared for a second.
That's great news.
That's how my New Year's was going.
Hey, it's
The streak's alive though.
we're 8 days in,
My streak is alive and there are no streaks in my underwear.
and I'm debating on doing like a picture a day of myself in the mirror.
One of those 365
Yeah,
things,
just every day get up, take a picture, and
Pop-Tart selfie it and
yeah, but do different poses. Be like, bang, Vogue to the right.
you just did both twice.
Like the frame your face.
You're just doing 80s dance moves, music video stuff.
Pretty much.
You do you. I mean,
But do it to just do like 365 photos of myself. It's not too late. I mean, I can make up 8 days pretty easy.
yeah, it's pretty easy to take 8
Just-
pictures.
Change my shirt.
Don't even make it work from home
Well, hell,
holidays.
half the
same
time
shirt.
I'm wearing the same shirt. I've got 30 of the same shirts because I printed off shirts when I ran the Fit United. So all the shirts I didn't sell,
You've got them.
well, I bought them. So yes, I
Yeah.
just put them in my closet and I just wear them. But it's just like I could easily just
I just got an alert.
for what?
Breaking news from the Scioto Post: the Oscar Meyer Wienermobile is at Walmart.
Oh shit! Let's go.
That's what it was like. It was like breaking news. Check this out.
Let's go.
Ask me about my wiener.
Let's go. All right. So I almost didn't have my well, I was cooking liver this morning. I was
You thought you were
smoking liver.
cooking. You thought you were.
I thought I was.
Apparently,
And
I was honestly excited.
Were you?
I legit was.
So have you ever had
I've
liver?
never had. Well, so a friend of mine and I and Beth were, when I was the youth pastor over here,
Yeah.
we were going to do a survival trip. Take the kids out. You get 5 items
Okay.
and have these survival lessons that tie into faith, But we decided to go out like a week early, scout the place, even though she grew up knowing it. It's not far from her grandparents. It's in southern Ohio.
Right.
Public land, big lake, kind of stagnant lake, not nice.
Oh,
But
like Haggis Lake down near you.
worse, believe it or not.
Ugh, because
Yeah.
that lake is gross.
Well, they drained it all. Haggis,
Yeah.
Hargis is drained right now.
Oh, is it?
They've been rebuilding the dam, and so it's going to get like all fresh water and crap, which it's still going to turn to mud water.
I mean, if they don't have a way to circulate that water, it's going to get gross again.
Yeah. So we go down there and we caught a catfish, and we prepared it right there by the lake.
What was her name?
And Steve. And actually, I'm sitting here staring at your picture on my phone. That's what I keep looking at that you put on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, the one I put on IG and FBs.
The IGs and the FBs. And we caught a catfish and we go to prepare it. And she's like, "Have you ever had catfish liver?" I've never had any liver for the sole the reason of that is my dad was forced to eat liver and onions growing up.
Okay.
He hates liver and onions.
So liver and onion, I don't like cooked onions.
Dad doesn't like any onions.
Oh, see, I will do raw.
At
Like
all.
I will when we go out to eat, if a burger has caramelized onions on it, I'll ask them don't
Keep that, yeah.
keep that, but give me raw onions.
I like both. I'm a
I don't
fan.
I don't
of
like the
onions.
texture of
That's
cooked
fair.
onions.
I mean, I can see that. Sometimes they get slimy.
They get slimy.
Some if they're done well. Anyway, so she goes, "Have you ever had liver?" And I said, "No," because Dad hated it growing up, and Mom doesn't like cooking raw game. Like she won't cook a squirrel.
Okay.
So she ain't for liver. So I'd never had it. So she's like, "Well, we can eat this raw." And I was
Which
like,
is
okay.
that's super primal.
Yeah. I was like, well, that's what we were going for, survival stuff, right?
Yeah.
So before we even got a fire going, we take this liver, cut it in half, we each take a bite. Mm-hmm. We chew it up, and I'm like, it tastes really fishy, and it's catfish. It's a bottom feeder.
Catfish, and that liver probably needs to be purged.
Yeah, it probably wasn't great for us to eat this, but it was like so tiny.
Yeah.
Once we cut it in half, we're not going to die. And we keep cleaning the fish, and she goes, I just found the liver. I think we ate the heart. So we ate the liver then too.
So she's really up on her survivor skills.
Military-wise, yes. As far as like cleaning fish, like we knew how to clean the fish and cook the fish. We just didn't know all the innards, apparently.
Right.
And,
The anatomy of a catfish.
So either way, I ate 2 things out of a raw catfish that day, and then we cooked the catfish, and it was good because we took salt and pepper in a pan. So we started a little fire, cooked it up, threw a little salt and pepper on. So that was fine. I like catfish, but other than that, and I'm assuming one of the 2 things that was liver, I've never had any. So when you asked me how I felt, I was like, I don't know. But I've had your cooking enough to go, if Martelle makes it, I'll try it.
Okay. So,
especially if you smoke it.
Yeah. So where I got this stupid idea is I haven't had liver in, God, it's been forever. Well, when I was like last year, when I did a turkey for Thanksgiving, we did a turkey breast, so they don't give you the bag of giblets, like the gizzards and the hard.
Right. If you just get the breast, you just get the breast.
You just get the breast. Well, this year I bought, because we were anticipating additional family being here, I bought just a turkey, a 15-pound turkey, and I got all the stuff. I got the neck, chuck that, because I'm not into turkey necks.
I've never had turkey neck.
I haven't either, but it's...
I've seen it. I would, if you would have smoked it, I would have tried it.
It looks like a skinned penis.
It does. It absolutely does.
So I'm not for that.
It's smiling at us.
Yeah. And but I took out the rest of the bag I didn't get a heart. I was disappointed. Okay. But I got a liver, 2 kidneys. So I just threw those into the brine with the turkey.
Just cook it all up.
And just, when it came time to smoke the turkey, I put all that shit on the smoker and I smoked let it go. So those obviously got done.
Why is this
first.
half gone?
Because I used half of it for the brine for the liver.
Okay. I was really confused. Sorry. Martelle handed me a beer, and I went to twist the top off, and I was like, that's kind of loose.
Yeah.
And I looked down and realized it's half gone.
So it may be flat, too.
Okay.
And if it is, whatever. You don't have to drink it. I figured...
It's Blue Moon Belgian White.
It's Blue Moon. It's basic. It's a wheat. It's a wheated beer. Typically, you drink them with an orange as a garnish.
With the Blue Moon, yeah. I like Blue Moon.
Okay. Well, I've got a 6-pack of Blue Moon that I had to go buy so I could have 1 bottle of it.
Oof.
Is it...
No, it's not bad.
Okay.
I'm just used to it with an orange.
Oh, well.
I don't think
I have a tangerine downstairs I can drop in there.
Just shove it in the bottle.
I mean, it'll
fit.
fit.
I'm good.
But, no, so I put everything on the smoker, and obviously the organ meat got done, like, super fast. Right. So I pulled the kidneys off and the liver, and I chopped up a piece of liver and tried it. I'm like, oh, shit, that's
pretty good?
That's pretty damn good.
Did the girls try it?
They did. Well, I make them try everything. They have to try everything.
That's what we push towards.
So
Huck's had legitimate issues with textures and taste that you force him to try it, he'll puke all over the table.
Oh, awesome.
And he can't. It's like he can't help it.
Yeah.
So he had a surgery when he was like 2 or 3, and ever since then it's been
downhill.
Well,
on the textures.
For about 2 years, he would eat nothing except for certain chips and crackers. Mm-hmm. So we had to give him baby food mixed with Gatorade or something like in a cup for him to get nutrition.
Yeah.
Because if we tried to, quote unquote, I'm not going to say like waterboarding him with peas or something.
Eat this.
Yeah. That he would literally gag and puke or choke. And I'm just like, we're not going to have, everybody was trying to tell us how to parent. Well, if you don't, if you put something in front of him, he'll eventually get hungry enough to eat. The kid wouldn't eat for like 2-3 days if we did that.
Well,
and you could hear his little stomach growling. I said, "Screw what other people say." So we did.
you do you do what's best for your kid,
now,
not what other people say.
Judd's picky, but he'll also try almost anything.
So
we try. Huck's gotten a lot better. He eats most of the food we eat now, and
so we
try stuff.
I've done this forever, like with both girls. Now Lexi's getting more and more picky about what she eats, and then Harley's starting to get picky. Like, I don't like potatoes.
How do you not like potatoes?
I like French fries. It's a potato.
Potatoes make everything.
It's a potato. It's
the shrimp of the ground.
Now
you can boil it. You can broil it. You can fry it.
It's like bacon.
You can mash it. You can make vodka out of it.
You can put it in a stew.
You can put it in a stew.
I know.
You can wrap it in bacon. That's why bacon's so great.
And now Harley's starting to get to the point where she's like, I don't like steak. I'm like, who fucking child are you?
Definitely not your kid.
I'm like, you are not my child, because I am steak and potatoes.
I was gonna say, I'd go for a steak and potatoes right now.
God damn.
I can go for steak and potatoes now and for dinner.
I can go for steak and potatoes for dessert.
Ooh, ill steak.
And shut up. So I made both girls try, cut some up. Lexi tried the liver, and she's like, nope. I said, you got to swallow it. That's the rule. And then Harley tried it, and she's like, no, not really. Like, she didn't have like a visceral reaction.
Just not.
I cut up
like it.
the kidneys.
Yeah.
And I said, you got to try this one too, Lex. She's like, I don't want to. I'm like, try it. Well, if you've never had kidneys.
I've never had kidneys for
so
sure.
Kidneys are chewy. Okay, and they have kind of a crunch to them and a chew at the same time.
So are they like crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside?
No, they're just like it's almost like
a chocolate covered molded milk ball.
No, it's like biting into almost like a pop rock, like a crystal, something like it's kind of crystallized. So, but it's like that, but it's not. It's weird
flavor?
Organy flavor.
It tastes very organy.
It tastes very organy, but like you bite into it, and it's like
organ.
chew crunch. So and you're just kind of like, I can only equate it to like soft pop rocks.
So, it's stale pop rocks.
Yeah, like that, exactly.
Like watered down.
No, have you ever had stale pop?
I have,
yes,
yeah. Where they're all stuck together.
Exactly. That's exactly what it's like. Stale pop rocks.
I can handle that then texture-wise.
That's perfect. But there's not a ton of flavor to them.
Well, then why eat it?
Well, you have to create the flavor.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of like tilapia.
Yes.
Like very light fish flavor. You can flavor it however you want.
Yes. You have to. So I put those in the brine, and Harley ate 1.5 fucking kidneys.
Nice.
Like, she ate them. I was like, holy shit. She's like, can I have another? She's like, can I have another? I'm like, you don't like the liver, but you like this? She's like, yeah, I really like this one.
Hey.
So
she likes what she likes.
I told Liz, I've been telling her for a couple weeks, I'm like, I want to get liver. She's like, oh, I don't want liver. I'm like, not for you, for me.
Right.
So she ordered me chicken liver, and I wanted to do a beer brine in it. So that's what I did. I used the Blue Moon.
I'm surprised you had to go buy beer.
My beer fridge is basically empty.
I know that's what you said, which is also weird. I've not seen it empty.
I know. Well, it's because I'm doing this thing for dry January.
Right, but you always used to buy and stock it, even if you didn't drink it.
And I need to. I was eliminating beers, like I was getting rid of stuff because I've got old beer in there that I'm not going to drink.
Just because it's old.
I need to, and it's not good. Like it just wasn't good to begin with.
Oh, okay.
Like it's shit that I bought to try, and it just wasn't good. And so I don't really have a whole lot of beers in my fridge. But knowing that I was going into dry January, I didn't want to be tempted to go out and grab a beer.
Fair enough.
So
and not have it sit there,
and not
because then it's like, well, it's going to go bad if I don't drink it.
Right. Well, that beer right there was like, oh, fuck, I got half a beer sitting there.
I've been, I'm participating in dry January, except for the weekends, I guess, because now I just sipped on this beer.
Hey, had I known that, I would not have given you a beer.
I'm not doing it like you.
Okay,
that's just one of those things where it's like you don't need to drink through the week.
Well, you never need to drink through the week, but
you never need to drink. Period.
Right, but it's enjoyable. But, like I enjoy it.
You have a stressful day at work, so I'm having 1 pour, 2 pours at night,
4, 10,
a bottle and a half,
passed out on the floor, whatever.
You wake up 3 days later,
blackout drunk, pissing in the front yard, waving to your neighbors,
which is really obvious when it's snowy out.
Yeah. So anyway, I got my livers.
Yeah,
and I put them in a mason jar because I just need a small container with half an orange, some peppercorns, and beer, and let it sit overnight. Well, then I left this morning. I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm going to do this today. I'm going to prep them, cut them in half, trimmed them, which is all stuff I should have done before I brined it, but I did it after the fact. And started up the smoker.
And then left.
And left. Like I normally would, just throw it on the smoker, left.
You went all the way to the wonderful
I went to Logan
school
Elm,
campus of Logan Elm.
which is a fucking shithole.
Which they have been trying to get new schools for.
Oh, I'm sure.
Since I was in high school.
I'm sure, but that...
And I'm 38, so...
Those walls
I was just there...
That entire building's fireproof.
I was there 2 months ago
There's
for
so much
my
asbestos.
niece's volleyball game. Like it's her first year playing.
Yeah.
And I walked in and I was like, yeah, this is like the high school I went to, which is now torn down and replaced with a more modern facility.
Yeah, same here.
It is. You're right. It needs... Education-wise, they do very well. But facility-wise, very poor.
Well, the facilities were shit. So I checked my phone just because I wanted to check the temperature on my smoker.
Yeah.
And it said 64 degrees.
Well, that ain't going to do nothing.
I'm like, well, that's supposed to be at 200.
Yeah.
So I thought,
that's a real slow cooker
I'm
right
like,
there.
when did this, and I checked the temp history, and it had literally just dropped within like 10 minutes of me checking. It went from like 150 to...
Can you set up an alert for that? Like if it drops below 150, alert me?
I think so.
But you just don't think of that.
But I just, whatever.
Because you said it and it's good to go.
So I turned it off, and I figured it's fucking cold outside. I'm not worried about them going bad.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's cold enough. So
it's refrigerator temp outside.
yeah, so I turned off the grill, and I'm like, I'll figure out when I get home. Well, I got home, and I realized I hadn't really cleaned out my smoker in a minute.
Needed a good old deep cleaner.
So I needed to go in and vacuum out the ashes, and that was the problem. The ashes were caked up in the fire pot.
You would be a horrible cremator.
No, because I'm usually pretty good about
that
keeping...
body didn't burn all the way because I didn't sweep out the ashes of the last 54 people.
I'm usually pretty good about cleaning out my smoker. So I was just like, shit, all right. So I vacuumed it out real quick, and I need a new shop vac, by the way. So if you'd like to buy me a new shop vac, you can send me money at Brandon-Martelle on Venmo.
There you go.
Because they aren't cheap. But anyway, I fired it back up, and I have livers.
They did get done?
I got them
done.
done.
I was kind of hoping, since I was a little more delayed than you originally said, and I did see that container, so I was wondering if it was livers or like leftover stale Christmas cookies.
I got them done, and they smell good.
Liver me. Okay, I'm going to smell. They do smell good. Right. That also almost smells like a bacon wrapped beef thing.
So here's...
Okay.
I've got them separated into dry and tender.
Okay, this one's dry. Kind of feels like jerky, like a soft jerky. This one's a little softer. So which one are we going to do first?
We're going to do the dry one first.
Okay, dry first.
And you're going to need something to drink, because it's drier than what it should be.
Okay.
Okay, and it's just because one side of the pan got hotter than the other side of the pan.
I've got beer and I've got Gatorade. Red Gatorade, which I hate.
Why'd you buy red Gatorade?
I went through a drive-through.
Is it an original red Gatorade?
Yeah. It's not like the Zero or nothing.
No, that's what I like. I like red.
It's the fruit punch, but I don't like red dye. Like, I don't know. It just got weird tasting to me at some point a few years back. Like, anything red dye, red Kool-Aid. But I went through and I was like, hey, get me water and a large Gatorade. I don't just a normal Gatorade, not a Zero. Okay. And she came back with red and scanned it, and I was just like,
can I get yellow? I like yellow better.
I do too. All right. So this is the dry.
So this is the dry.
So it's like going to dry my mouth out dry?
It could. And it's a little like it's got flavor to it, but it's also got like a weird organy, bland flavor to it as well. And that's just liver. So everything sits on the outside. Yeah, you need water. It's so good though.
I'm not going to finish this. I don't like that.
Okay. Well, the tender version is different. You don't have to finish it. You can give it to Diesel.
Hey, Diesel.
He loves it.
Diesel, quit chewing your bone. I got meat.
He's like, oh, what you got? Oh, shit, I'm in.
He might get this, too. And I'm going to try the tender.
So
try the tender. I'm not a fan of that flavor or the texture.
Okay. Well, this isn't going to be much different then. It's going to be a little bit more tender, but it's not going to be much different as far as flavor goes. You didn't even bother. Yeah, this one's so much better.
I got to say, I'm not a fan. Not the worst thing I've ever eaten. But I had to choke that down.
Fair enough. I grew up on it. Beef liver's better than chicken liver.
And I would try that.
Beef liver you can eat raw.
Diesel's looking at you like, what you got for me?
Yes.
He just gave me 2 pieces. What you got?
Dogs love organ meat.
I mean, like I said, I tried the catfish liver. I wasn't a fan of that either. And I think the heart. But if you're starving to death, things are a little different.
I'm about to make some liver tacos.
Oh, there you go. It's not the worst I've ever had. I just would not pay to get them again. Well, I didn't pay to get them now. But
Didn't pay to get them now. I like it. I'm a fan.
it's kind of like zombie Skittles where it sticks to your teeth and you just keep tasting it.
Usually they make pate out of it. So you spread it on crackers and
Yeah.
with a little bit of like some spices and some
You
other
can go lay
stuff on
down, Diesel. His hips are about gone.
Oh, I know.
He's like barely able to stand. Go lay down, buddy. He's like, I want more livers.
Oh shit! I dropped a huge piece of liver and just smashed it right into my
Into
my mat.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got.
Sorry, Matt. Oh man,
Ooh. Ooh.
That's not good, dude.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Oh, I mean, I tried it. I was excited to try it, and I'm glad I did. But yeah, I'm a pass on those.
Okay.
Oh. He don't know what he wants to do.
Go out.
No, he wants to go to you.
I don't have anything.
Oh.
Then go lay down.
Liver reminds me of a story Mark Lowry used to tell. He was a Christian singer and a comedian.
Never heard of her.
And, yeah, Marcia Lowry. But talked about how the seat of the emotions, is in your heart. And he said when he was a kid, people talk about asking Jesus into your heart. He said he just pictured Jesus in the ventricle watching the blood cells go by.
Yep.
And then he said, but did you know in some cultures, the seat of emotions is in your bowels? And he was like, can you just imagine talking to the love of your life? That love at first sight. And being like, baby, girl, you make my liver quiver.
God.
Well, that's what liver. That's what I thought of.
That's what this did.
Liver quiver.
It made your liver quiver.
Oh, it did. Ooh,
it's good. You know what? I enjoy it. And I will.
And that's fine. I mean,
no, I know. It has.
Some people enjoy pineapple on pizza, and those people are wrong.
I enjoy that too.
Oh,
so had some last weekend. I was going to say something. Now I can't remember exactly what it was. I was going to talk about.
Well, speaking of tacos, do you put beans on your tacos?
Sometimes.
Do beans belong in chili?
My chili, yes.
I think it
in
does.
a traditional chili, no.
Well, if beans aren't chili, I think it's just coney sauce.
Well, if beans aren't in chili,
it's meat sauce.
Well,
it's hot dog sauce.
An original carne, which is chili, is just a red sauce and steak, beef.
Yeah,
that's it.
Carne asada.
But
that's not chili.
Well, carne chili or a chili is...
Carne is meat.
Yes, I know.
It's just meat sauce then. That's what I said.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
So in a traditional carne, which means
chunks of beef in it.
Right.
Because that's all that...
It's like a stew.
No. Well, that's debatable because we had that whole debate about is chili a soup or a stew? Or a chowder.
Yeah. A chowder. Meat chowder.
We decided it wasn't well, no, we did this at work.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we decided that a chowder had to have a milk substitute in it. So then what's white chili? Is white chili a chowder? But is chili a stew or a stew?
Is white pizza
stew or a
pizza?
stew?
When does a pizza stop becoming a pizza?
I think basically any time you just throw down crust with a sauce on it and throw some sort of topping,
it's Chicago-style pizza. Is that pizza?
It's a fucking casserole. But technically, it's still pizza.
I mean, they still call it a pizza.
By definition of having a crust, a sauce, and toppings, it's a sandwich.
Yeah. It's lasagna.
Is it so there was another debate we had at work. Is it a sandwich or is it a salad?
Is what a sandwich or salad?
Anything. Or a soup. So...
Is it a sandwich or a salad?
So
I feel like that's very discernible.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Bowl of fruit.
Salad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a sandwich. Sandwich has to have some kind of a bread top and bottom, I would think.
So,
Like, per my definition. Some kind. It could be like a sub,
yeah.
but that's still a type of sandwich.
Open face roast beef.
If it's open face, it's not a sandwich. That'd be a salad. If I have to pick between the two. So just bread on the bottom and then roast beef. Yeah, that's a salad.
Yeah. I mean, that's the debate we had. It was, is it a sandwich or is it a salad?
Yeah, if it says open face, then it's not
Hot
a
dog.
sandwich. If I have to pick between the two of those, sandwich. Because if you turn it sideways, you got top and bottom.
Yeah, hot dog on a bun sandwich.
It's a sideways sandwich. It's like a sideways sloppy Joe.
There was one and I can't remember what it was, but it could have gone either way. I don't remember what
That's
it was.
like the whole Taco Bell commercial. Is it a taco or is it a sandwich? It's dumb. Because it's still all in a taco shell.
Yeah,
It's still a taco.
but it's not Mexican.
You just, no. Taco Bell's not Mexican. I mean, it's like, it's a taco, but we added a different kind of shell, so is it a sandwich now? No, it's still a taco, you idiots.
Still a taco.
You have a shell and another shell. It's just a different type of shell.
It's a
than
double-decker
traditional.
taco.
Dude, I miss those.
I haven't had Taco Bell in a year now.
Probably been 4, 5, 6 months for me. At least 4. I can't remember when it was. I can tell you that.
I can tell you that it was a year ago that I won the gym's nutrition challenge the first time.
And then you went to Taco Bell?
No,
Oh.
that's it. But I haven't had Taco Bell since,
Since
beginning
before that?
Beginning of that, that was November.
I thought you meant afterwards you were like, F it, going to Taco Bell now, you get a taco, you get like a sliver of meat, you get a sliver of carne chili, a bit of cheese, and then just a crap ton of lettuce. Like, they don't fill it up.
No,
It's
no,
not the
no.
same.
You're confusing Skyline's meaty chili versus.
I don't eat Skyline chili. If I go to Skyline, I get dogs or.
I'm just saying they put chili on everything, so it doesn't matter. But their chili is that ground beef and red sauce.
Yeah, they call it Cincinnati style.
Yeah, that's not
Which is
what the
really
original chili was.
No, it's
So,
not.
It's not carne meat sauce. It's just I don't know what it's kangaroo meat.
It's just beef drippings.
Yeah, it's beef and its own juices.
Beef juices.
And
I love Skyline dogs, though. I don't know why.
It's
Not near as good as Tony Paco's.
never been Tony Tobacco's.
Dude, we need to road
Never
trip.
been to Tony Tobacco's.
Unfortunately, you have to go to Toledo to get it, but man, is it
Way
good.
too far.
Oh, I agree.
Can't
Only-
walk if it's not at the end of my driveway. It's too far away.
We can DoorDash it from here.
I got a $75 gift card to DoorDash
That'll cover it from Toledo.
or Uber Eats. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll just get a dog each, bring it from Toledo. It'll be $400.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, it's an iconic place, but I think you'd like a lot of their food there because they do
probably
the
would. I like a
German
lot of
style
food
potato
everywhere.
salad and the spicy pickles you would love.
I had spicy fried pickles last night.
Next time I'm up there, I might just because you can buy them by the jar. I'll buy some and bring them back.
Okay.
They're good.
We had our gym party last night.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was all right. Half the people didn't show up. It was disappointing.
well, I didn't accept the invite,
Well, you're not a member of the gym either, so
but I still got the invite.
no, of course you did.
I'm like the mascot for not the gym, just Jimmy, Brandon. It's like,
They don't even talk about you.
no, I know they don't. I don't
I don't know how
expect
you.
them
I don't
to.
know how you can be a mascot for something that you're never mentioned about before.
Dude, I don't know. But I'm still on all the pages. I still get the invites to stuff. Diesel, he's got liver for you.
Diesel.
Oh. It's like, where'd it go?
Yeah, I purposely threw it as a back. It was all right. Like it was. Jimmy wasn't there.
Yeah, he's going to Boston, right?
Philly.
Somewhere. Philly. Yeah, it's the same place.
And like a lot of I don't know, a lot of the members didn't show up this year. And everybody was kind of, instead of like up and mingling, everybody was just kind of sitting at tables.
Kind of like an old people's party.
Yeah, having different conversations. And I'm like, so I tried to get up and move around
Yeah, that's what I try to do,
and talk to people, but I'm trying to be more social.
which is hard for you, ain't it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like to go do things, but
Diesel, what are you doing, buddy?
I just don't want to be social with everybody.
Yeah. I want to do things, but not with people. But I do want to do things with people.
Yeah.
Not socialize with people.
Yeah, it's exactly. So
That's like-
I mean, it was fun. I didn't drink at all. Liz
Well,
was like,
it's dry January.
well, I said I was going to probably end up getting a beer, and she's like, you didn't drink anything. I'm like, nope. It's just I'm proud of you.
Good job.
So I did not drink anything. And I didn't really want to. Like, I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
So it was all right. I ended up we did the white elephant gift.
You give away Kentucky Tavern?
No, I almost did. I didn't want to torture someone that bad. I gave away the Manhattan mix.
Next blind tasting you'll do there, you need to take it. And then just pretend you drink it.
No. I ended up taking the Manhattan mix that I think we tried on the show.
Yeah.
Like,
been a while.
It's been a while. I took that, and I picked up a smaller bottle of Bullet.
That's good.
To mix with the Manhattan drink, because we figured out that if you add more whiskey to it, it tastes better. Brandon and Melinda actually ended up with that.
Oh, nice.
So they were giving it away to somebody else. I'm like, I don't care.
Oh, they don't like whiskey, or?
Well, they're not drinking as much.
Okay.
Like, they're
just in general?
In general, so... And Melinda's like, oh, look at that. It's an open bottle. And Brandon looks at me and goes, that's yours. I'm like,
yes, sir.
It is. I said, it's literally got one single pour out of it.
You can make a Manhattan.
I said, it's not great. That's why there's a bottle of Bullet in there to make it better.
Yep. There you go.
So, but I ended up with a blanket that has pickles on it. And it says dill with it.
But
yeah,
get it because it's a pickle joke.
Because it's pickle, and then it had a little like a tumbler glass, like a stemless wine glass or stainless steel, like tumbler style.
Well, that's pretty cool.
So I got that too.
Yeah,
I had to steal that from someone. I was the only person who stole until the end.
Nobody else stole.
No, it was like so. I said like the
gift exchange.
It was just kind of like, yeah.
Well, if the gifts suck too, though, that makes it.
I mean,
nobody wants to steal a bad one. They'd rather gamble, hoping they get something they like.
Like there was like someone they brought a pair of lifters, like size 10s. So that's specific to somebody.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's nothing to me.
So I was like, if
I could use the only lifter I need is a push-up, bro.
Well, if I could get my feet into a size 10, I would have taken the lifters because I need new lifters. But I can't. I already tried them. I tried them on like a year ago when they were in the Lost and Found at the gym. Someone took them out of the Lost and Found.
And then put them in the White Elephant.
And put them in the White Elephant gift.
It's actually brilliant.
It is. And then I did the Manhattan mix and the Bullet. Someone else did a drinking game, like drinking roulette, and put in a ton of tiny little liquor bottles, like airplane liquor bottles, in the bottom of the bag. Well, the person who got that, she doesn't drink at all.
Why didn't you take that?
I don't like Jim Beam.
Oh.
It was basically all Jim Beam bottles.
That one Jim Beam we liked.
That made us want to fight?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
double oaked or...
Yeah, that was the only one that other than that, I don't want to be bothered with Jim Beam.
Actually, that's probably the last time I've had anything Jim Beam.
Yeah.
Was we reviewed that a year ago or so, more.
Yeah, and then, like, there were just a couple other things. Like, someone ended up with lotto, like a big, thick stack of lotto tickets. But that got stolen at the end by the person who had number one.
That's probably a pretty good gift.
And then that ended
a great gift.
Yeah, that ended the game. He ended up with the lifters. The guy that got swapped out, he wasn't real. He was like,
yeah, I think that beer's done.
I can't wear this. Right, is it flat?
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Okay, don't drink it then.
I'm not. I don't like to not finish one, but
so it was just all around like. The gifts weren't like no one was clamoring for gifts, and no one was like usually it's fun. Like fighting over like things go around 3 times. Like I stole, and then the guy who had number one stole from somebody else, and that was the end of the game.
That's dumb.
I'm like, what? I said, you motherfuckers aren't stealing.
I was gonna say you should just. I was
number 9 out of 11. I was the first person to steal.
Shut up. Those people don't know how to play. Then
they're just.
You might as well just call it everybody pick a gift and we're done. Game.
Pretty close. So, anyway, the food was good at Hood's.
Yeah.
Irish, but I didn't, other than that.
Is that how you pronounce that? Hood's?
Hood? Yeah.
Howds. I'm always like, when I see it, I'm sitting at that light, I'm like, Hoods. Howids.
Hood.
I've never been there.
It's good. We've been there a couple times.
I've heard it's a pretty chill place too.
And one of the waitresses there makes their cheesecake for them, We ordered. Oh my god, her cheesecake was amazing.
Really?
I don't know why she's making them for that restaurant.
Like should be doing it on
She
her
should
own?
be doing it on her own and charging $40 for a cheesecake.
Wow, that'd be an expensive cheesecake.
Well, cheesecakes aren't cheap anyway, and these
True.
The one cheesecake I ordered a couple years ago was probably this thick, so it was probably like 2.5 inches thick. This thing was 6 inches thick.
It's like a Chicago style cheesecake.
Yeah, it was like a Cheesecake Factory style cheesecake.
That's awesome.
It was amazing
Why didn't we review that on the air?
because I ate it last night.
Because I ate it on. I ate it all.
Diesel knows I have all that liver up here now.
Yeah, he does. He's just staring at you, laying there, just looking at your legs.
He can stare. He's going like apeshit over it though.
He is.
Dogs love organ
I don't think
meat.
he can find it. I think it went up under his chest because he keeps sniffing. He's like, I smell it. I can't see it. He's licking the carpet.
Did you get it?
I don't know if he did or not.
I don't see it under him. He's like looking at me like, you got more?
Right. It's like, was that a trick? So the reason I was talking about beans so much is I sent you
You did, and I saw the article.
just the headline. I didn't even read the article. The headline just cracked me up.
She's a dumbass.
But,
I mean, let's be clear.
But it's funny for us.
She's a dumbass. So it's a 31-year-old.
Just read the headline first, though.
Okay. Meet the fart selling influencer who sent herself to the hospital by eating too many beans. I know. I saw
That
it.
was enough for me.
I saw it, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so now you can...
So I read some of the article. If this probably isn't the same one, but she was her claim to fame is she started farting in jars and selling them,
Making a living.
farting in jars
For how much does she sell them for?
up to $1,000 a piece,
$1,000 a piece for a jar of fart.
and she's made over $200,000 in 2 months. I'm gonna start farting in jars,
I'm telling you,
dude. I'm gonna start pit farting on a snare drum.
Bottle it up, man.
That is
So she changed her diet to yogurt, eggs, and beans, and ended up in the hospital when she thought she was having a heart attack.
she was having some serious.
She
like,
was trying to eat. She
heartburn.
was eating so many things that caused flatulence that she got so much gas buildup. She thought she was having a heart attack. But
She couldn't fart into a jar.
to be fair, if I could make $200,000 in 2 months just by farting,
Yeah,
I'd do the same thing.
I would too.
I'd do that 2 months out of the year and kick back for the rest of the year, and I'd just do it. I'd work 2 months a year.
I think
farting.
I'm now going to call this show "Pit Farting on a Snare Drum."
Pit fart on the snare drum. Episode title.
That's a quote from the movie Airheads
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in.
with Adam Sandler
Yeah.
and Brandon Fraser. Yeah, because Fraser's yelling at somebody. He's like, "You could be pit farting on a snare drum,
Said pit snarting.
pit snarting on a snare
Pit snarting on a
farting
fair from.
on a freaking frog." That's Icelandic.
Yeah, she. Yeah, so
I mean, she's hot.
she's an influencer. She's a pretty girl. She made $200,000 before retiring her fart business.
Well, there's little poops in the.
No, it says right there, for 2 months she spent her days farting into glass jars with flower petals, adorning the inside and shipping them to fans. Remarkably, she was making $50,000 per week in December through fart sales alone, and eventually sold more than $200,000 worth of farts worldwide through the adult website Unfiltered.
Oh,
It's
we're
spelled
going.
weird.
We're going.
ULFILT. Hopefully, this doesn't broadcast to your TV downstairs.
Nope, just the one that. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Lexi's asleep. A new platform for creators and monetize your content.
Oh, so
it's
this is like an OnlyFans.
it's an OnlyFans.
Okay. Become a creator. We should become creators.
I bet you they charge you to become a creator.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, they take a cut of what you make, I'm guessing.
That's why you take the cut on the outside. Venmo, Brandon-Martell.
There you go. I'm burping up liver still.
So tasty.
It's not.
But
Yeah, it looks like an OnlyFans type thing.
It's
Which I
definitely-
never went to OnlyFans either. I was always afraid to because I usually use my company computer to peruse and watch YouTube.
yeah.
So I watch what I click on.
Now, there's nothing to see on OnlyFans.
Now I have heard not all OnlyFans is like paying for live porn. Like there are some musicians or
There are,
But-
I mean, that's what it initially started out with, and
Right.
then it went straight to porn.
right. Well, I mean, somebody goes, I show you my boobie, you send me money? Yeah. There you go.
Done.
Once one person does that and it gets away with it.
But it's not in their terms of service that you can't.
Right.
So, and then they tried to change it.
They did. And then they
And-
realized everybody's going to leave them and somebody else would start something. Yeah, so this lady used this unfiltered to sell farts.
Literally, her farts were unfiltered.
How Stephanie Matto from 90 Day Fiancé turned to selling farts. It gives her own background. She was born in 1990 in Derby, Connecticut.
Ooh.
Classy.
And then she started.
Came to age of social media, becoming an influencer, was cast on 90 Days Fiancé spinoff 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 Days. Well, that sounds like a dumb show. But
Anybody who would sign up to be on The Bachelor, The Bachelorette, 90 Day
it's
Fiancé.
all scripted fakeness.
Well, they should be farting in jars.
That's a good title. This one says, How a Fart in a Jar Hospitalized the Star.
Oh, my God.
That's funny. I think my main motivation was money.
You
but I
don't
also
say.
thought it'd be a hilarious publicity move that would get a lot of people's attention.
Well,
It didn't until you went to the
didn't.
hospital.
Yeah, I was going to say, the only thing that got everybody's attention is your heartburn.
Look at her there. Oh, man. She doesn't look too hot there.
She
Sitting in the
looks
hospital chair.
miserable.
She looks like she needs to fart. She needs one of those big farts that people have after colonoscopies.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, those things kill me. You don't have the audio hooked up, do you? Bro. That last little bit was solid.
Wasn't it?
You could have bottled that up and made 87 grand.
That would have been
That was
amazing.
a lot of fart.
It was. That's at least a $200,000 fart in a mason
Right
jar.
there. Just put it in a mason jar with a put it in a mason jar with a liver. Send it out.
That's so weird.
Liver
though.
farts.
Oh, now
man.
fart NFTs. Get the fuck out of here.
We can make. I just thought of it. Your fartel. Start bottling.
Christ.
Oh man, that's your sell shtick.
I'm gonna have to start feeding Diesel more liver so I can just capture his
Bottled
farts.
dog farts. Don't tell people they're dog farts.
No.
Send them out there with the jar. Oh,
It smells like cat shit and socks.
I'm in tears. Oh man,
That's so gross.
diesel farts.
That's so gross.
High octane.
Ugh.
You can put an ABV on the jar for how bad the fart is. Like this one smelled like it was about 102 proof.
This is at least a 500 proofer. 500 proof.
That one will knock you dead.
Don't open this
not
indoors.
open it. You're right. Proper ventilation required. Has a warning label on it.
Now I've just got all kinds of ideas.
I told Beth the other day, I was like, oh, I'm going to have to go. I got to go take a dump. And then as I'm walking towards the bathroom, I farted, and she was walking behind me. And she was like, you stink. I said, told you. I was like, I told you it was in there.
I warned you.
Yeah, you caught the warning shot. Sorry.
I was at the gym the other day.
At
and-
Buckhorn Podcast, we pride ourselves on being a classy source of news and entertainment.
Oh, yeah. Shit jokes go far, though.
Especially if you throw them. You fling them across the room.
Ba-dun-ching.
All right, you were in the gym the other day.
So I was in the gym the other
which
day.
has a single holer.
Yeah, no, two.
Oh, two. They put a new one in?
Well, no, because we have
Or the other side?
the other side.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I'm talking like either bathroom has one toilet.
Oh, yes,
So
yes,
somebody
yes.
blows it up and then you go to take a leak.
Well,
Did you blow it up? Tell this story, please.
so I was at the gym and we're doing, I can't remember if we were doing deadlifts or if we were doing snatches. So I'm bending down. I grab the bar. I stand up with it, and it's minimal weight, and I'm just like, all right. So it's like 135. I get up to like 225. And I go down to grab the bar, and I'm like, okay.
Get a little whiff of it.
Well,
You're like, that air has passed around a turd.
hold on. So little, and I grabbed the barbell, and I went, oh. I literally farted in my own face. So I
So you
stand up.
farted and then bent down.
I farted, and because I didn't think anything of it.
Right.
Bend
You
down.
Stand up, little
I'm
fart,
like,
bend down.
Okay, so then I slap some more weight on the bar. I kick the barbell away from where I was.
Like, nothing to see here, just trying to get more room.
So then the coach like kind of looks at me, and it wasn't Brandon or Jimmy. His name's Alex. He looks at me, and I'm like, don't come over here. Don't come over here.
Time out. Was it an AMRAP?
No, it was just, we were just
lifting?
for strength.
Okay.
So just lifting. So I slap another 10 pounds on, but 245. Squat down to grab the barbell, go to stand up. I'm like, oh! It wasn't a fart. It was coming. So I like just casually walk out of the gym.
Your spandex.
Well, I casually walk out of the gym.
Looked like your butt was blowing a bubble through them.
That's why I chew bubble gum and swallow it.
Right.
So use the bathroom, come back. And then I didn't close the door, but I left it closed. And there's no fan in there.
Oh,
there's no fart fan in there. So I'm like, well, hopefully someone will just it's just us. Like there's no one else in the building. It's just, the 6 people. And I'll be damned if Alex doesn't walk out of and he goes, "What the fuck?" And you're just like he comes back in, he looks at me and goes, "Why the fuck did you close the door?" I'm like, "Well, I cracked the door." I said, and I left the light on. I said, "There's no fart fan, though." He's like, "Open that shit up." I'm like, "And kill everybody?"
Right.
No.
That's a nuke. We would have contained the blast.
He's like, "God damn it." Well, then I found out.
You should have been like, I closed the door and let the light on for a source of heat to bake it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Like, ugh. Well, then.
Smoked fart. You could smoke your farts in a jar.
I can put them in the jar and then smoke the jar. Right. So then last night, I heard a story of a girl.
Another idea. Instead of smoking a glass for a Manhattan or an old fashioned, fart in a glass. An old farttion.
Ugh. No.
Not for us. I'm saying to send to others.
Well,
to make money off of.
It's going to lead to this next story.
Okay.
So in May? That's when Memorial Day is. We had Murph, and one of the girls, she got sick doing Murph.
Like puke sick?
Like throw up sick.
Jimmy and Brandon loves that. Mainly Brandon.
They do.
Brandon seems to really get jolly seeing people puke.
Yeah, he videos it and puts it on the YouTube or the Facebook page. But she got ill. Well, apparently somebody went into the bathroom and took a shit.
And that's where she went to get sick?
Then Jimmy went in there and took a shit.
Double decker.
And as he come out, she goes running in, and she's trying. She doesn't want to throw up in front of everybody. She runs in and gets in face full of Jimmy's ass in the toilet while she's throwing up. And I'm just like,
oh man.
How'd you not get pink eye?
Pink eye by proxy. Just walking into that cloud.
Just like,
how'd you get double pink eye? That's so weird.
The only way you can do that is bury your face into someone's asshole. Well, it's pretty close.
You gotta look at him eye to brown eye. Oh, that's horrible.
I was just like, that's awful.
Yeah, I remember being at that gym a few times, and you'd walk. I just usually have to take a leak while I was there, and I'd walk in. You just be like, somebody freaking died in here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it was bad, especially when they only had the one bathroom.
I was gonna say it was worse when they had just the one bathroom, but now the other side is kind of occupied as well by Brandon's wife, so you have to kind of be mindful of when you go over to the other side.
When you go blow up her business.
Pretty much.
Well, I guess come on in. She has some client come in like,
God, what the fuck?
You're in there blowing it up like the dude on American Pie when he gets the laxatives, like legs straight out in front.
But that's all I picture with Jimmy before this other person walks into the.
He goes full Jeff Daniels and Dumb and Dumber. Oh. Hot.
Oh, so gross. So fucking gross.
And that leads us to our next point. Don't do drugs.
Or do all the drugs.
And then fart in a jar and sell it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was, what are we doing here?
I'm just logging into something.
Okay.
Look at that. Up.
Oh, yeah,
way down.
Well, that's today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I almost said Sunday. It's Saturday.
It is Saturday. We had 12 downloads yesterday.
Baller. Shot caller.
So, 19 total downloads for last show. We're killing it. But Patrick's show got he's got 52 downloads for the first month. Way to go, Patrick.
Yeah, he's not going to hear this because he ain't going to listen to it.
Probably not.
I wonder what they call farts in England.
Farts.
Bummier.
We were having a whole conversation. He was calling us treasonous colonials.
The whole time.
No, I mean today.
Oh, really? He's so funny. He's funny, dude.
He is.
He's cracking me up.
So I was on a group text with him and Mo and Jason for New Year's Eve, and I asked Patrick, I'm like, hey, I said, because you're 5 hours ahead of us, let us know what 2022 is like. That way we know whether we want to be a part of it or not. And he never really responded until today. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, must not have been too bad. I sent him a message on December 31st, and he responds 9 days later.
Yeah, that's like, so I got on Instagram. I hardly ever go on Instagram again unless somebody messages me like a link to an Instagram, and then I go, oh, I've got 19 messages and 24 notifications. And I'm going through my messages, and I had one from Jason that said, it said Merry Christmas. I saw this Thursday. I went, hey, Merry Christmas, man. He's like, thanks.
Yeah, sent that to you a while ago. But yeah, he was giving us all kinds of shit about. Jason asked he's like, when are we going to start a podcast where we just talk shit about British people?
It's called the Buckhorn Podcast.
And
we
I
can do
said,
that right here.
I said, we can do that anytime. I said, I'm pretty sure that I was making fun of those redcoats last night.
Right here, right now.
And that's when Patrick jumped in. He said, the only thing you're able to make fun of is my broken English. You mob call American. I'm like, and then he said, stop bastardizing the English language, you treasonous colonials. I'm like, that's rubbish.
Toss it in the bin.
He's like, I totally agree. American English is total rubbish. I'm like, blimey, I prefer cocked up English. I prefer my cocked up English ways. He just face palmed. And then I sent a gif of just, oh, hello.
Cheerio. I'm British. We don't pronounce our T's. We just drink them.
And your A's are R's. Got an idea?
Oh, man. It was so much fun talking to him. That was
He's a
good.
good guy.
We should try and find more foreign people to talk to. Because I definitely won't say anything inappropriate. I was good with Patrick. I minded my P's and Q's.
You did.
My pints and quarts, as it were.
Yeah.
And on Sam, when I see Sam Carroll's episode there, I have been very good to not troll his posts.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've responded to a couple. Like the one, he was like, asked how many hours people get to sleep and what time frame.
Yeah.
And I was just honest. I wasn't like trying to say anything. I'm like, I get to sleep sometimes between 2 and 4 usually. I sleep until it could be 7, it could be 10. And he was like, yeah, me too. Late night bros, whatever. I'm like, oh, I just expect everybody to ignore that comment because everybody's like replying like, well, I go to bed at 8 and I get up at 4 and work out, and it was all these like real successful sounding people answers.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, like I fall asleep between like 2 or 4 and like get up when I want. He's like, yep, me too. I'm like, oh, cool.
The girls had a 2-hour delay yesterday, so I slept in
Nice.
instead of.
See, that's the good thing about snow.
And then I just kind of.
Especially since you don't have to drive in it.
Well, no, I don't have to drive in it. I don't have to be at work at a certain time.
This has to be your favorite Ohio winter ever.
No. I've never had a favorite Ohio winter.
That's why this is your new favorite. Make this your new favorite.
I don't want to.
Just like an elf. Make this your new favorite.
Nope.
I would think you'd love it because you don't have to go out in it.
Oh, that's the thing, though. I still kind of have to go out in it.
I mean, not every day.
But not every
deal with
day.
Rush hour traffic.
And I actually enjoy working from home now. I've got more like equipment coming. I've got to do something with this fucking desk.
You need to buy another one.
Well, Liz and I were actually looking at tabletops. We were up at IKEA.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about the Live Edge thing.
I haven't done anything with that yet. And honest to God, if I can't find a Live Edge like myself, it's going to cost me an arm and a leg.
Oh yeah, they're not cheap.
They're not cheap, and
there are places on social medias I've seen where they do the Live Edge and you can come buy it raw and finish it. Or
I know someone who does that woodwork. He does Live Edge woodworking.
They're still not cheap though.
Like he gets planks from Russia and from fucking all these other places. They get shipped in like all this exotic crazy ass wood.
He gets Russian wood.
I'm like, what's the price on something like that? He's like, unfinished, $700.
Yeah, that's actually not terrible.
Fuck no,
that's not terrible. I wouldn't pay it for what it is.
I mean, for me,
For a desk, no, I wouldn't pay that.
I wouldn't pay that. Well, just looking, I mean, me personally, just looking at an unfinished slab of wood that is literally a tree they laid on its side and cut it off. Cut a plank out of it. That's not $700.
Right. But Live Edge is the new thing now.
I know. That's that and COVID vaccines.
Market controls the price. Oh, we got a listener in Germany.
We do.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Danke.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Danke's thank you.
Yeah.
Just schnell, schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
Fast sausage.
Smoking a pancake? Smoking a blitz?
Fast sausage.
Schnitzel's fast sausage?
Well, schnitzel's a sausage. And schnell is fast.
Fast. I thought you said fat sausage.
No, fast.
Fast
Schnell.
sausage.
Scheisse.
I don't know what that means.
Shit.
I figured that's what that meant.
I only know,
the bad words.
Those words.
Yeah.
Volkswagen.
Oh, Volkswagen.
Farfignugan.
I know. I do know Danke.
Yeah, Danke's thank you.
I know Hitler. That's German. I know Volkswagen. Udi. That's about all I know.
No, well, now you know Schnell.
Yeah, Schnell means fast.
And Scheisse.
I knew that one. I just didn't remember that one. I've heard that before. I mean, I had friends in high school who took German, so
where'd they take him to?
I about made a real bad joke. Don't set me up like that because we're gonna have to delete another episode. Then I'm gonna have to come back and re-record one.
I just bleeped that one part out.
Why didn't you do that for the last one then?
Because that whole episode was the whole episode. It would have been like, "Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martelle, and with me always is Randy."
And with me always is don't even say my name. Just bleep it out.
It just would have been the whole thing. Would have been a bleep. It was not. It was not good.
It was hilarious.
But we've had over 10,000 downloads.
We have.
We're doing pretty good for not doing anything.
We are. Where's the one that shows like? Oh, dude. So the top left there where it says the January 1st, January 8th.
This right here? Yeah.
Yeah, do all time.
I have to do. I don't know that it'll actually let me do.
It does. I've done it. Take it all the way back to the beginning.
It only goes to January 20th.
Oh, boo.
That's what it's saying. You can't do all time anymore.
Dang it.
You can only do back 2 years.
So that shows all the countries. We have 34 in Germany, 21 in the United Kingdom.
19 in France.
France.
Putin downloaded 13 times.
Putin, if you poot in a jar.
Ryan Reynolds and Michael Bublé downloaded 7.
Yeah, better not be Bieber up in Kenyatta.
No, he lives
Bieber,
down here.
if you're listening, you can F off.
He lives down here.
Australia.
Kanye out of Ukraine.
We got one in Espanol, one in Hong Kong, one in Japan, Poland, Portugal, Turkey.
No Chinese, though.
12 unknown. No, we have none from North Korea. Weird.
12 unknown, which is North Korea and China.
That's all North Korea and China. Kim Jong-un is like, you can listen to only one podcast in the world.
That's right. That's
because these two are definitely not going to fill your mind with anything worthwhile. They'll fill your jar with farts, though.
That's right. Yeah, you can't. The all-time now comes. You just get that.
Our all-time downloads is like 500,000 billion, I think.
I don't know. This says 10.1K.
It used to say more, though. That's weird.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to any of this stuff because we're not doing this to try to make a living.
No, the last time I looked at was when I texted you and said, hey, what's the login?
What's the login?
Because I haven't logged in 2 years. I totally forgot.
I had to change it anyway because my shit got hacked.
Yep.
So, all right. So, if you like chicken livers, smoke them.
If you don't like chicken livers,
don't
smoke them.
Don't even buy them.
If you don't like chicken livers, fart on them.
But fart in a jar and sell it.
But
that's what I said. But fart in a jar and sell it. You make a mint. Make a butt mint.
Make a Hershey kiss.
Get that suppository.
It's a fart in a jar. You having issues there? Staying erect? Your whole mic's... What are you doing? No. I would have recorded had I known you were trying.
Never mind.
Martelle
damn near shit myself.
If you would have cracked your pants right here, oh man! I mean, one, at least you're at your house.
I was just like, oh, nope.
He took his whole mic, like the arm that attached to his desk.
I can't take the mic out.
He held it down to his butt crack.
I tried to fart.
I'm trying to be quiet so he can fart. All of a sudden, you can see him clench up, and he goes, "Nope." Oh man!
Thanks for listening. Check us out on Instagram. Well, fuck it, don't check us out.
It's the Google Fartstagram.
Yeah, it's Spotify, iTunes, and Google Play at this point.
Smell you later.
Because really, I'm not uploading anything on Instagram half the time.
Yeah,
I'm trying, but I don't.
Check Instagram.
So
you should do, instead of a picture a day for 365 days, you should do a fart a day and make a fart compilation.
And then put it on. The only problem is I don't fart every day.
All you got to do is capture 365 farts. Maybe you have a good day and you knock out 10.
No. Backups.
You don't have to say 365 days, you say 365 farts.
Hey, same thing.
Oh, I wish you had the audio hooked up.
For what?
There's a YouTube called The Farting Couple. And they have different sounding farts.
Oh, my God.
That you're going to watch.
Probably.
No, you're going to watch before I leave. We don't do it on the air, but you're going to watch before I leave.
All right.
It's hilarious. We are such children.
We are. All right. Spotify, Twitter, iTunes. Leave a review.
Wherever you listen to us.
And you know what? I'm not even going to ask for a 5-star. Just leave a review. I don't give a shit.
Record your fart and send it to us.
Yeah, I'll post it on the show.
Buckhornpodcast@gmail.com. Send it on Facebook. Probably better on Facebook.
Either way, send it over. All right. I'm Martelle. He's Randy. We're out.